What if I told you that right now, as you're watching this, the world of farming is being completely reinvented? Forget what you think you know about agriculture because the future of food is already here, often hidden in the most unexpected places. In heavily guarded compounds, someone is farming crocodiles by the thousands, raising these modern-day dinosaurs for their valuable skins and meat. In the heart of a bustling city, someone is growing vegetables in a skyscraper, stacking acres of farmland vertically to feed a growing population. And in high-tech labs, someone is raising millions of insects for your protein shake, a sustainable solution that might just save the planet. It sounds like something out of a movie, a glimpse into a far-off future, but it is happening all over the world, right now. These aren't just experiments, they are fully operational, multi-million-dollar businesses. Today we're taking you on a global tour of the 10 strangest, most innovative, and downright insane farms on the planet. We are going to see things you will not believe are real, operations that defy logic and tradition. We'll visit an island completely overrun by adorable, yet feral, rabbits. And then we'll explore a farm that literally floats on water, rising and falling with the tide. This is not your typical field of corn or herd of cows. This is a new breed of agriculture. This is farming pushed to its craziest, most imaginative, and sometimes most dangerous limits. We went across the globe to capture these places, traveling thousands of miles to get you a front row seat, and honestly, what we found is mind-blowing. Even our own crew couldn't believe what they were seeing. We're talking about everything from massive multi-million-dollar builds, to facilities housing the most dangerous animals, to revolutionary tech that could change how we eat forever. Some of these farms produce the most luxurious products on Earth, from delicate flowers to, yes, even worms. So buckle up. For the next 10 minutes we are going to dive deep into a world you never knew existed, a world that is stranger and more fascinating than fiction. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's next, and let's start where the jaws are real and the stakes are high: crocodiles. Our journey begins just outside Bangkok, Thailand, at a place that defies belief, the Samut Prakan crocodile farm. From the air, the sheer scale is almost incomprehensible. It's a sprawling concrete labyrinth stretching as far as the eye can see, a testament to an industry built on one of Earth's oldest predators. This is not just a farm, it is a meticulously organized, brutalist city of crocodiles. Each enclosure is a neighborhood, every concrete pond a home, all part of a vast, living metropolis dedicated to these ancient reptiles. Founded in the 1950s by Utai Young Prakan, it started with a vision that blurred the lines between conservation and commerce. Today, it proudly claims to be the largest facility of its kind in the world, housing a staggering population of over 100,000 prehistoric predators. These are living dinosaurs, thriving in a man-made ecosystem designed for maximum efficiency. Their purpose here is twofold. They're bred for their skin, the raw material for high-end luxury leather goods, and for their meat, which is considered a delicacy in some parts of the world. It is a multi-million-dollar industry built on the back of these fearsome animals, a complex supply chain that begins in these concrete ponds and ends in exclusive boutiques and restaurants. But commerce is only part of the story. For decades, the farm's main attraction was its mind-boggling live shows, which drew massive crowds from around the globe, with daredevil performers famously putting their heads inside the open jaws of a fully grown crocodile. It's a spectacle of trust, timing, and unimaginable nerve. Close calls were not just common, they were an expected part of the job. The scars on the performers tell the story of moments where timing was off by a fraction of a second. This unique blend of activities means the farm constantly walks a razor-thin line between conservation, commerce, and pure spectacle, a balancing act that has sparked intense controversy and debate over the years. For a small fee, visitors can experience the danger firsthand, standing just inches above a churning pit of snapping crocodiles, separated only by a simple fence. Toss in a chicken carcass on a fishing line, and the water erupts in a chaotic frenzy of teeth and tails, a visceral display of competitive hunger. Infamous incidents, including tragic accidents and suicides, serve as a stark and somber reminder of the raw, untamable power simmering just beneath the surface. The deep guttural grunts, the pungent smell of raw meat, the sight of the murky, swampy water. It is a complete and overwhelming sensory overload. Yet, the workers here move with a casual, almost unnerving confidence. They navigate the narrow catwalks with practiced ease, knowing that one wrong step could be their last. It's a place of jarring contrasts, a theme park facade that hides a dangerous industrial machine. This alligator empire sets an incredibly high bar for strangeness. But, believe it or not, the world only gets weirder from here. On our next island, it's not predators that rule, but prey. Rabbits run the show. Next, we travel to a small island in the inland sea of Japan. This is Okunoshima, more famously known as Rabbit Island. At first glance, it's a place of fairy tale cuteness, but this idyllic scene hides a much darker past. For decades, the island was a top-secret chemical weapons production site, erased from all maps. Today, that secrecy is long gone. Step off the ferry and you are immediately swarmed by hundreds of friendly furry inhabitants. They approach without fear, their noses twitching in anticipation. It's an overwhelming and surreal welcome that draws visitors from all over the world. These rabbits are not wild so much as they are supported. The island functions as a kind of open-air animal farm, one entirely powered by tourism. Visitors purchase approved food, and the rabbits have learned that humans are a reliable source of sustenance, creating a unique, symbiotic relationship. But where did they all come from? The most common story is that a group of test rabbits from the WWT-era labs were released after the war, and then, as rabbits do, they multiplied. This origin story directly links the island's current charm to its grim history. This complete dependency on humans raises serious welfare concerns. Vets and volunteers worry about the population's overall health, the risks of inbreeding, and the poor diets that result when well-meaning tourists feed the rabbits the wrong kind of food, like bread or cabbage. It is a strange harmony, a delicate balance. The island is filled with the joy of selfies and gentle interactions, but it's all built on a foundation of careful rules and a complicated, unsettling past. Now to France and a very different kind of farm. This facility is home to a world leader in insect farming, a company pioneering a new frontier in sustainable protein. Step inside, and you won't find fields or barns. Instead, you'll see towering vertical stacks, automated feeders, and technicians in lab coats. The environment feels more like a data center or a pharmaceutical lab than a traditional farm. The livestock here are millions upon millions of mealworms, the larvae of the molitor beetle. They are raised in precisely climate-controlled racks, where every aspect of their environment is optimized for growth and efficiency. They are fed a simple diet of agricultural co-products like wheat bran, effectively turning what might be considered waste into high-value protein. The process uses far less land, water, and feed than conventional livestock, and emits a fraction of the greenhouse gases. The outputs are remarkably versatile. The insects are processed into a nutrient-rich protein powder and oil, primarily used for high-quality pet food and fish feed. But the applications are expanding to include bars, pasta, and even burger mixes for humans. Of course, there's the ick factor to overcome, but if you can get past that, you see the enormous bet being made here. Billions of dollars are riding on the belief that this is a key to a cleaner, more sustainable protein future. Is it a strange farm? Absolutely. But could it be a vital part of our future food system? Also, yes. Speaking of vertical, what if salad grew on a spinning skyscraper tower? Welcome to Sky Greens, the world's first commercial vertical farm. 9-meter A-frames rotate like a Ferris wheel. Sun at the top, water at the bottom. Every plant gets its share of sunlight, water, and nutrients, over and over. Minimal energy, closed-loop water. 5 to 10 times the yield per square meter. Daily harvests for the city mean fresher food and smaller footprints. Not soil and tractors, but steel, hydraulics, and precision engineering. Now to Truffle Country, a farm that is more treasure hunt than harvest. Truffles grow underground in symbiosis with oak and hazelnut roots. They are scarce, fickle, and can sell for thousands per pound. Black diamonds indeed. Pigs once hunted them, but ate the profits. Today, trained dogs lead the way. Maps are guarded, spots are secret, orchards take years, and success is never guaranteed. Each truffle is unearthed by hand and rushed to market to capture its aroma. From sci-fi salad towers to secret forests, farming can be both futuristic and ancient, and equally strange. In the Netherlands, they did not fight the water, they farmed on it. A fully operational dairy, cows, processing line, and shop bobbing in the port, built on a massive pontoon to keep everything stable. No seasick cows, top-level cows, middle milk, lower fodder. circular, efficient, and educational. Solar power, rainwater, and manure compost make a self-reliant urban prototype. Cows on a platform amid cranes, surreal and strangely smart. Now for the smelliest alchemy, turning food waste into protein and fertilizer. Black soldier flies lay eggs, larvae hatch, and millions get to work. Each larva can eat twice its body weight in waste per day. Scale that by millions. Then they are separated, dried, and turned into high-value products. Outputs: protein for fish, poultry, pets, and frass fertilizer for fields. Worm farms are gentler cousins, slower protein, amazing soil amendments, strange, smelly, visually overwhelming, but vital to a circular economy that heals soil and shrinks waste. Sericulture begins in mulberry fields. Leaf quality equals silk quality. Eggs hatch, caterpillars eat for weeks, growing thousands of times in size. They spin cocoons, one filament up to a kilometer. Harvesting by boiling is effective and controversial. Workers find the end, unwind, and twist filaments into thread for looms. This farm grows luxury, not lunch. Across Asia, seaweed farms stretch in geometric grids, curtains of kelp below. Seaweed needs no land or fresh water, absorbing carbon and nitrogen, cleaning the ocean. Sea cucumbers, high-value delicacies, vacuum sediments and leave them cleaner. Together, they form balanced, circular aquaculture. Tiny farms, massive value, lavender oil and saffron, red, gold. Each flower has 3 stigmas, about 150,000 blooms make a kilo. No wonder it can surpass gold in price. Lavender is cut, steamed, and condensed into precious oil. Quality depends on variety, soil, climate, and timing. Here, meticulous hands beat massive machines, specialization out-earns scale. From crocodile empires to underwater forests, ingenuity keeps rewriting farming. Which farm blew your mind? Comment below, and hit subscribe for even bigger adventures.